All right, BSN4PROS to the pros. Welcome to another Facebook webcast that I'm doing on Facebook. So thank you again for joining us, and it's also streaming on YouTube. Also, if you don't know who I am, my name is Benjamin Austin. I am the creator of BSN4PROS, just a networking community on Facebook. Just learn the Facebook group that I call. I put it on there says. Waiting for your success or just getting the road to success, or that's just kind of the idea. Is your next step is success. I want success in people's lives. If you guys don't know who I am, I've been doing this for a while, just meeting people. And today in our Facebook group, I just put a call out and say if anybody would want to join me on my webcast. And I had Myesha Lyles just said, hey, I'd love to join you. And we were just talking today, and we were like, hey, and she was kind of going, how much is this going to cost me? I'm like, it's not going to cost anything. It's going to cost me your time, and that's it. And my goal really in life is to meet great people out there, and I like the fact that when people say let's do it, that's something that I'm ready to go for it. So with again, I just want to introduce you to Myesha Lyles. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and I appreciate you joining me today. Okay, thank you.
Hey, you guys, what's good? My name is Myesha. I am a blind, visually impaired dancer. And so, what I do here on YouTube, I actually document my journey, like my entire dance journey from beginning to end on there, so I can inspire others to be either a dancer or just inspire people in general, just to go for their dreams and things like that. So, that's just about me. I was hoping to spin that off to get my own dance studio, but I'm speaking it into existence. It will happen for me. But yes, that's a little bit about me.
Myesha,
Glad to be here, Benjamin.
tell me about. We're just gonna get right through to it. Tell me about your disability. Are you open to tell us how that happened, or what happened, or what's the situation with you on that? Because we just
Yeah, so it was once upon a time I was able to see or whatever, but what happened was at the age of 17, right now I'm 29. At the age of 17, I had a brain tumor. It was called acoustic neuroma, and it was as big as an orange. And Dr. El Hamadi, which was the surgeon who was on there, he had to do a 14-hour surgery to take it off. And lo and behold, that tumor sat on that optic nerve. That's why I can't see a little bit right now as much, because I can only see a little bit, which is what I'm trying to say. And it sat on the optic nerve for too long, and it damaged the nerve. So that's why I got optic atrophy. And so as a result, I had to adjust to being blind, visually impaired, and learn the different terminologies and learn like different technologies and how to maneuver on YouTube and how to maneuver on social media, to get my talent and get my personality out there. So that's just what happened.
uh, tell me about your dance. When did you start dancing?
I didn't start dancing until I was about 21. That's
21.
when, yes, I had actually wanted to be a dancer, but like my family said they didn't have the money, but
Sure,
I
sure,
put the quote, they said they
sure,
didn't have the
sure.
money. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't, yeah, I couldn't pursue my dreams as a dancer when I was younger. But I used to attend this lady show named Tracy Byron down there in Miami a lot, and she really inspired me because she was like a pretty dark skinned woman as well too, and she danced really well. And so then when I got older, I was like, you know what? I think I attended one of her shows where I couldn't see. I'm like, I can't see what's going on.
Yeah,
What's going on here? So
yeah.
I was like, you know what? Let me create my own. You know what I'm saying? Let me create my own lane and stuff like that, and let me go for it. What can I lose? I mean, most I can get people tell me I can't do it, but the more people tell me I can't do it, I reverse those can't and turn it to can.
Uh, I, to me, when I hear I can't, when people say you can't do it, it just makes me want to do it more. I don't know what it
Right.
is. Um, it kind of pisses me off when people say you can't do it. Like, how do you feel when people say when they tell you that when you say you can't do that's impossible.
I get irritated because it's not even people who don't know me who says it. It's always the people who knows me and that tells me this. And it's just like, you're supposed to be my friend, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be my family. Why would you discourage me from doing something that I love so much? You know what I'm saying? So it just irritates me. I just get the roll of my eyes. I'm like, how you know? You ain't in this body.
It, isn't it crazy? I mean, isn't it crazy that the people that say that they love you, they care about you, they're supposed to be your circle.
They,
They're supposed to be there when you go through certain challenges. They're the ones that are going to try to hold you back the most, or you're trying to prevail, right?
right.
There's it's a. I've been there's people, if they're going to watch this live, they have gone through that, and then I've gone through that myself. So I totally get that. I totally get that when you're like, hey, like this is what's happened to me. I wanted to do this, and you're like, no, you can't. Like you can't do this.
Right.
What got you the idea of wanting to open your own dance studio?
It really. I had started off with this lady at the Creativo Dance Studio, and she actually gave me an opportunity to like take some free lessons, give me classes for reduced prices and stuff. And I was like, listen, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? I already, you know what I'm saying? I already was trying. I already was a foster child and things like that. So I can connect with the children, and children open up to me, especially young girls. And you get what I'm saying? So I was just like, I think I should get me a dance studio and get the teaching and bringing my dream to life, because I wanted to be able to give girls who was like in foster care, underprivileged, and couldn't afford it, the opportunity to dance. You get what I'm saying? Maybe rather it's through scholarships, rather it's like reduced prices, and make it affordable, because a lot of times these dance studios, they do make it impossible for young girls to live their dance like their dreams. It's like, but what happens if your parents don't have that money? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna rob that little girl of living her dream as a dancer. People rob me. I don't want to rob little girls. So that's what got me into wanting to
Yeah,
do that.
that's the sad part about. I have three daughters. And gymnastics, dance, all of that. And the more it is a business. They do operate on the business, right? And the more you go up, the more it costs money. The more, and it's like I've experienced that myself. And we're not. I'm not like when you. I've come to that decision. I had to make decisions also too, going like, hey, like this is going to be cost. This is going to cost. So we can't really do that. So we have to do this. So I get that, and I can only imagine. And I'm fortunate enough. At least we can get them to that level. But there's sometimes some people can't even like walk into the door. Right? There's the fear. Like that's at least let's get into the door. And I think that's what you're trying to do, is at least trying to get people into the door and say, hey, like let's grow. That's amazing. Tell me, when you started telling me about your education. You're a very educated person. Tell me a little bit about that. That's impressive what you just told me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a girl from the hood, so I get to cussing and fussing a lot. But see, I was always into my books when I was coming up, and I used to tell. I don't know how this would make people feel, but I used to want to do like hood rat stuff. Like stuff that people in the hood usually do, which is being the stripper, selling drugs and stuff like that. Not trying to like say those things over here, because I don't know what I can and can't say. But I used to want to be into that lifestyle, because I used to think that's all that I had. But it wasn't until I actually went to high school, when I lost my vision. I went to a different school. I went to Hialeah, Miami Lakes, and I met Miss Betty Watson. Miss Betty Watson, and she was like, girl, you smart. You smart as hell. You need to go to college. I was like, I don't want to go there. The people ain't gonna like me. What am I learning there? I learned everything. And then I was like, okay. At first, I wanted to go to school to be a paralegal. Well, actually, I wanted to go to school to be a lawyer. But it was taking so long, because they wanted you to take all these classes to go. So I was like, can I hurry up and get out of this? So I was like, let me take psychology then, because it was taking forever. So then what I decided to do is, I decided to go back to school once I finally got my AA in psychology. I went to transfer over to Florida International University, got my BA there. And then I want to go back for my master's, but this college up here is giving me like an issue to actually get into their program. So I just can't go. So I went back to school for English education, so I could be able to teach high school students, prepare them for college or just the workforce in general. Because I feel like a lot of times kids are not really learning stuff in school. They just teach them the same thing, but in different grade levels, and try to package it up something different. And so, because I also was a substitute teacher as well too. So, I knew what it was to be in a classroom. So that's the reason why I went for that as well too. But it was just like, that's what I decided to do. But I still want to go back for my master's now.
You mentioned Mrs. Betty, what's her name again? Bessie Watson, and she saw something special in you.
Yes, Miss Betty Watson.
She saw your intelligence.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I can tell. I can tell. I can see. I can see that spark in you. I can see that spark in you. And if you could say anything to her right now, what would you say to her?
I love her, and I appreciate the influence that she had on me.
Yeah, yeah.
I really do hope she enjoyed her birthday as well too, because her
I
birthday just passed.
I think it's amazing when there's people out there in this world that see the best in people,
Hmm.
and they're able to bring out the best in other people. And I think that's an amazing gift. I don't know. I feel kind of the same route that you had, where I grew up also too. Not my family. We grew up in South Central LA, like,
Hmm.
and and a lot of opportunities for myself to get in stuff into gangs and all that stuff. And I made some choices. I didn't live a good life. Trust me. I was a troublemaker. I just tell people I didn't get caught. I just got lucky. I didn't get caught. I just realized one day I woke up and said, "Shit!" Like I had a little couple close calls, and I said, you know what? It's probably not a good day to be hanging out with those guys anymore. I'm gonna but
Right.
I'm very lucky. I had strong role models around me. Or I wouldn't say role models, but they were just people that had good talks with me and said, hey, you know what? You probably shouldn't be doing that. You need to get out of that before things get worse. So it's nice, and that's kind of what I want, and what I want to do is just have like those talks, and hopefully someone hears that. What's your message? Like, what's your message out there right now? What are you trying to share to the world?
I just want people to find something that find something that can help them express themselves. Like I express myself through dance, and I tell a story through dance, and I just want that opportunity to share through dance. So I just want people to find something that they love and passionate about, and to express themselves through that. You know what I'm saying? And don't worry about somebody telling you, oh, ain't nobody don't care about that. Well, I care about it. And you put your heart in it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to turn the naysayers off, and just turn like just turn your mind on to what you're focusing on. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I had to do.
What we talk about the naysayers, but is there anyone there that's supporting you? Like, who is supporting you? Who is encouraging you right now? Who is your circle? Have you found the circle yet, or are you still trying to find the circle? Because
I'm
that
still trying to find a circle. I only have
Yeah.
one person I know that really does support me. Her name is Alicia Torres.
Mhm.
She has more than enough podcasts. Period, and she put the
Sure.
period at the end to stamp, like to put a stamp on. It's called "I Am More Than Enough." Period podcast, and she
Okay.
put a stamp on it because to solidify that statement. And
Sure.
so she's been the only person that's really been encouraging me, telling me
Yeah.
to go for my dreams, to stay spiritually connected.
Sure.
She almost like my Miss Betty, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. But
That I appreciate her.
I say that because you remind me of me when I first started doing like social media, and I started coming out, and I was just like, I'm going to tell you right now, like dude, I'm telling you, people came out, like people were sending me messages. They're going, what are you doing on Facebook? What's that post you wrote about? Are you trying to, and a lot of my content in the beginning was like not good because I didn't know what I was doing. Right.
Same,
But it's like your dance, like you just get better and better. It just got better and better, and then I just got
same,
better and better. I'm not
same.
saying I'm like this professional social media guy. I'm gonna laugh. You'll probably laugh at me, but I just got paid like $17 from Facebook.
it's
But it's
it's
been
some
like I
money.
feel good about that, right? That's like like I've been so I didn't know that Facebook pays you. So for many months I never had my bank account in there, and I was getting like deposits, but they didn't go into my bank account. And then one day I just looked at them like I should put my banking information in there just to and it adds up like $15, $17 a month. Anyways, the point is what I'm saying is that like it's the at first I wasn't getting paid anything. Now I'm like a little bit. So is it a possibility for me to do better at this? Maybe, I don't know. But at the end of the day, like if I would have listened to those people in the past and said, hey, you know what, like you're right. You guys are right, and I'll just stop. I'll just whatever. Who knows where we and I would never have met.
Right,
I wouldn't have met someone like you. I
right.
would have met all the great people that I meet on social media. I wouldn't be out there putting myself out there and once in a while and saying, hey, hello. So
Right,
just let you know that a couple of years from now, it'll like if you keep doing it, it'll pay off. One day those people will come around. I promise.
right,
Um,
right.
Tell us about your YouTube page. Where can people find you? What's your YouTube page about? How do they search it? Tell us about that.
So I'm pretty much Myesha Road to Success. everywhere on social media. And you will see me, actually, as my profile, you'll see me doing a middle split all the way down to the floor. So once you see that picture of me just doing that, you'll be like, this is her. So, and then my my personal page where I just put my thoughts and how I feel is just Myesha Lyles. But everywhere on social media, I'm just Myesha Road to Success. And it's the number 2 because it's like my before and after. That's really what my the number 2 on my page symbolizes. It's 2 paths. You know, the path where I was like barely getting it, and now the after. You know what I'm saying? The before and after. So it's the road that you drive on. So I've been driving this road to success for a good minute. And I just pretty much, my YouTube channel, I just pretty much document my dance journey. Rather, I'm struggling with something like right now, I'm struggling with getting the balance that I need to execute what I want to execute. I don't have good balance skills because I'm also deaf in my right ear as well too. And people don't know about your balance and your equilibrium, like in your ears, like where your balance is, like it's held and stuff like that. So I have to do extra workouts and stuff to try to compensate for that as well too. And so it's a lot, but I show people, I let people know like, hey, I'm still fighting with this, and it's been a journey of mine for years because I didn't ask to be to lose my hearing in that right ear. But
that's tough. That's tough because
so,
I would imagine it's almost like a boxer getting popped and they're kind of like they're off. Like when someone gets hit and you're just kind of losing. It's not that you're conscious. I'm sure, like you're not. It's not like you get hit, but it's like it's without the pain. It's right, like I don't know if there's pain. I don't know if you're having pain, but I can imagine like do you have like like do your knees wobble a little bit, or do you kind of feel like you're just trying to it feels like like everything shakes, or how does that feel?
No. When I usually walk, I don't never walk in a straight line. Like I'm so serious. When I walk, I almost walk like I'm a drunk person. People like, lady, are you okay? I'm like, yes, I just can't see, and because when you can't hear in your ear, people don't know this. When you can't hear in your ear, your sort of kind of your balance is off.
Sure,
like, you ever notice like when somebody try to just stand straight and they're deaf, they can't really stand straight because their equilibrium is off. That's something that's connected to their brain to keep them stable. So what I learned is, it's stuff in dance that I can do, that's like doing balancing poses, different yoga stances, that'll help me get balance. And I could just work that muscle in those, in the legs to help me get there. You get what I'm saying?
You have to train it. You have to train your body. So now, if you didn't do anything, that's
right.
Wow, that's wild.
Right.
To me, I wouldn't. You're walking every day up a hill.
You don't understand.
Like a hard hill, like a steep hill every day.
Right.
That's tough. I mean, I'll pray for. I'm gonna just pray for you. Hopefully, that's something we can get through this. Myesha, thank you so much for joining me. I forgot, and I should have told you where is that okay? We can tell people where you're located.
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes,
beautiful. And that's where you want to. And is that where you want to open your dance studio in North Carolina?
Yes.
Okay, and you want to open a dance studio for the kids to come in and dance.
Yes.
And let's grow them. All right.
Right.
I think you're going to do it.
I know I am.
Okay. All right, Myesha, thank you for your time, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Thanks for joining me.
Have a great one.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.